target address is the second address in from the main street. Kung, Rafiq and Michelle, just position yourself in the backyard.
It's the final briefing before an immigration operation on an Indonesian restaurant.
Information's about one person in particular, and it is that she will not be wearing a uniform. It's a restaurant. If there's a lot of people in there, we'll move them into the dining area and identify them there. Okay, we all clear?
Cool, let's go.
They're acting on a tip-off. A suspected illegal migrant is working in the restaurant.
Okay, guys, we've got to go.
Front and back are covered. The officers move in.
Kung, we've made entry. Just stand by. So are you the owner?
Yes.
Yep, okay. As I explained, we're here with a search warrant.
There's no need to be worried, lady.
I have reason to believe there might be somebody here who doesn't have permission to work or may not have permission to be in Australia. That's my search warrant.
We just need to see photo identification. Can you hop up, please, madam?
Do you have a bag here at all?
Hop up,
a handbag?
please? Hop up.
With your identification? Ma'am, do you have any identification?
In arrivals at Sydney Airport, flight BA9 is in from Thailand.
We have some information that makes us believe that we may have a narcotic courier on this flight.
Getting heroin, opium and ephedrine.
How's your English, okay?
Yep.
All right. What we've done an iron scan and we're getting some readings that appear to indicate the possible presence of heroin. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, yes.
Is there any reason why that might occur?
My brother is heroin addicted, so I don't know if...
Well, your brother?
Yeah.
Is your brother here or here? He's here.
But this background, if it's anything, maybe it's from Australia.
The proof may be in the X-ray.
Although it's built up, it's not solid. There, it's not solid. It should be solid. I'll get a ghost image if it was.
He claims the only drugs he's carrying are painkillers.
Negative, but there's nothing there.
And he's desperate for one right now.
Because I've got very bad back pain.
Yeah.
This is one of my tablets. Can I have?
Oh, okay. We can always get you to have a seat if you want.
Okay, can I have one of my tablets
Okay.
as well?
Can we just bundle? Can we bundle up all of this stuff?
Can I have one of them?
All right, just 1 minute.
Now, I asked you before how many people were here and you said you and your wife.
Yeah.
Who's this lady?
Yeah, he's walking here.
Okay, what is her name?
Achim. Yeah.
Okay, does she have a visa?
I don't know. Before he has...
What sort of visa did she have before?
Bridging.
This is Jeff, you're right to stand down.
Nama saya Kirsty, saya bekerja di imigrasi. Visa tidak? Okay, no visa.
Two kitchen hands have overstayed their visas.
You don't have a visa, you do understand that, you've indicated that, and that you must come with me, okay? All right.
If found guilty of knowingly employing illegal workers, the owner could be fined up to $10,000.
The boss actually indicated that there are only 2 people on site, so I need to talk to him about exactly what all these people are doing here. I want you to be honest with me and then we can work together, okay? There are 4 people here. You said there were 2. There are in fact 4 people. Now what is this man doing here? The shop sign said closed. He's not eating.
He must customer. Ask him. He must see.
Sir, I'm asking you.
Kirsty's concerned he too may be working in the restaurant.
The shop says closed.
Yeah, we open 11 o'clock. We open 11 o'clock.
Why did the sign say closed when we came in?
Yeah, because we're still cleaning up on the back.
So you allow customers in when the shop's closed?
Yeah, because this is my customer, a regular customer.
Do you know this man at all?
Daryl, a traveller from South Africa, has not made a good first impression on immigration officers.
I should never have come here in the first place.
We have not decided to kick you out of Australia or cancel your visa. This is a process that we go through.
It all started with Daryl's dodgy-looking passport.
He reckons it got wet. Now, has it been wet?
The pages have been wet, subsequently dried. And you can see that the galoshes, the upper left-hand side of the photo, they've been severed.
And then there were those criminal convictions he forgot to declare.
You provided an incorrect answer on the passenger card, and you've also presented to a clearance officer a document that is not deemed to be a document suitable for immigration
Even
clearance.
though it's my real passport. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Well, just sit down for a moment.
No, I want a cigarette now. No, I want a cigarette.
Take a seat,
because now I'm getting kicked out for nothing.
He's given me his mother's phone number in South Africa and his sister's phone number. So I'm going to make a call to them just to satisfy ourselves, because there is doubt about his identity because of the state of his passport.
Daryl has one chance only of getting in. Come clean on his police record.
And you have been convicted, is that correct?
Yeah, once or twice, I'm sure.
And hope Paul can verify his identity.
Please come in.
Back in customs.
You can leave your luggage here. Alka-Seltzers, all right, we won't worry about those. They're just for indigestion,
Yes.
yeah?
Morris is searching for a link between medication and the heroin reading.
I've got a little bit pain because I don't know what happened. I get a little bit nervous.
This one here, you say is your medication. It is. What is it?
Actually, it's heavy painkiller.
A painkiller.
Got the disc and the meniscus on my knee.
You take this for the pain or the swelling?
Yes, for the pain.
Smugglers who ingest drugs often take painkillers to ease the discomfort.
And did you take some on the flight?
No, that's
None.
why. Because
you've only just started feeling it.
Yeah, because on flight, I mean, it's a bit strong. It gives you vomiting, you know.
What's it say there? Control release.
In immigration, Paul has verified that the person he's talking to is Daryl's sister.
Can you give me your brother's name, please? The reason I'm asking is that his passport is in a bit of a state of disrepair.
What I've got here, Daryl, is a form which asks you questions about criminal convictions. Now, you've told me about 3 of them.
One for stealing furniture as a juvenile and 2 other minor offences committed years ago.
Maybe you can remember some more, eh?
Beg your pardon? It got wet.
How about we start with your name?
Yeah, I'd rather not put in any more forms here in this place.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd rather just go home.
Did you see him off at Johannesburg Airport? And so at that time they had concerns about the passport, is that correct?
Is there any information that could be asked in this piece of paper here that could incriminate you further than what information that you've already provided has?
No. I've never harmed anybody, I've never done anything bad to anybody. It was just all my own doings. It's just get me on a plane and send me home.
Daryl's had enough, but he's in for a surprise.
We need to detain you in our immigration detention centre because there is not an available flight to South Africa today.
So what's that?
Would you be able to give us a physical description of what Daryl looks like, please? Long brown hair, yeah. Brown eyes, scar on face.
In jail?
No, it's a detention centre.
You're joking with me.
Is finally getting his painkiller.
All right, I'm going to allow you to take one of those. That's all right. Can you just take one for me?
Yes, I will.
There you go. I'll be back with you in a minute, all right? Just relax. If you need more water, tell the officer and the officer will let me know, okay?
Meanwhile, next door.
Shake up the bottles so that there's anything set up.
The search continues for harder drugs.
All of these things here, do they all belong to this gentleman
passenger
here?
in the room, yeah.
All right. Do you know if he has any more?
It's a puzzle.
What I'm
7
gonna do-
bottles of shampoo, very little hair, and a reading for heroin.
What I'm doing is I'm just drying the test sample. It just dries off the extra ingredients, especially I think the fragrance ingredients in that. I've seen a lot of concealments within liquids, especially alcohol. That's a negative. that
Tested all those.
These have, yeah, they've been x-rayed.
X-ray, nick test, iron scan.
Iron scan's negative.
All right, okay.
Nothing. And just one more bottle to test. 2 illegal migrants have been detained in a Marrickville restaurant.
Because you don't have a visa, I'm detaining you under Section 189 of the Migration Act.
Now it's a customer being questioned.
This regular customer.
Okay, what has he ordered?
Yusuf says he was just waiting for takeaway.
You can add him.
If he's a customer, has he made an order yet?
Yes.
But he's about to get a lot more than he ordered.
That's that slip over there?
Yeah, there.
All right.
You can see inside there.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. Just stay there, please, sir.
Where do you get money from? Where do you get that money?
Sean.
Where do you get that money from?
Before, I was working before.
When was the last time you worked? as a delivery driver here?
A couple of months ago.
So you don't work anywhere at the moment? And
Out of work and out of luck. A record search shows Yusuf has spent 6 years living illegally in Australia.
Are they onshore or offshore?
Onshore.
Are you sure? Do you have any children in Australia? Are you married?
I'm married, but...
Where's your wife?
I don't know where.
You've got a wife and 3 children in Australia. Where are they? Where are those 4 people? You don't know where they are. I find that difficult to believe, that you don't know where your wife and children are. You've got 2 car keys by the look of it. So whose keys are these? Are they both yours? I'm not satisfied that you're telling me the truth.
We've got 3 people who do not hold visas to be in Australia. Okay. So I'll just explain that to them.
For the owner, relief of sorts. He's down 2 staff, but there's no $10,000 fine. He's been issued with a warning notice.
So do you know that you have no visa to be in Australia? Okay. The Migration Act says that if you don't have a visa, you must be detained, okay? So I'm detaining you under Section 189 of the Migration Act.
All for all 3.
Rafiq, Rafiq, yep.
Just watch your step.
Madam, you say goodbye here.
This way.
Say goodbye, it's time to go now.
Watch your head.
Yeah, bring in Rafiq, yep. Lisa, are you right?
Go back inside. Walk, please. Come back. Thank you. Come on. You can ring her later.
You can sit here if you want. Do you want to sit here?
Just in the van for the time being until we identify. Yep, we'll go to your car in a minute, okay, sir? Just take a seat in there.
All right, I'm giving another shot.
Christina is testing the last of bottles of shampoo. Minute traces of heroin have already been found in his bag.
Yep, Coke. Can you go tell Morris it's Coke?
Is you cautioned?
It's not what they were looking for, but it's not pure spa either.
The shampoo is yours?
Actually, it is big bottles. That's 4 shampoo, 2 conditioner.
All right, okay. Now, one of the other officers has done some narcotic field tests of the shampoo, and we've got some positive results for what we believe to be narcotics. Okay? So based on that, time is now? 7:15. I have to caution you, okay? Under Australian law, I'm obliged to tell you that you do not have to say or do anything. Anything you say or do may be used in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yusuf has been taken back to Immigration Head Office.
For myself, it's better. He sent me back in jail.
So you're happy to go home?
I'm happy to go home.
After 6 years living illegally, Yusuf has finally given himself up.
When did you last have contact with your wife?
No,
Yeah.
I forgot everything.
But he won't give up his family.
Now, today you had your daughter's car.
Yeah, you can keep the car after you
No,
send
no.
it.
I don't want the car. I'm wondering if you have regular contact, so if you speak to her or see her each day. I think you might.
If you see me like this, maybe my wife, my children will be crying. I don't know, like that.
Okay.
Take me to Filawood and then
Alright.
when you buy me the ticket.
Okay. I think he's relaxed because he's probably expected this day for a long time. He's been without a visa for 6 years, and I think that that would be a very nerve-wracking experience, constantly wondering if today immigration's going to knock on the door.
Subsequent investigations by immigration revealed that Yusuf has relatives living unlawfully in Australia. Yusuf, Achen and Budiman were all removed to Indonesia. Will Daryl be the next to be sent home?
The information you've provided me is entirely consistent with what he's told us, and your description of him matches Daryl from what we see. So I'll just say this, that his chances of being allowed into Australia have markedly increased since I've spoken to you.
But it's far from over.
Have you ever committed an offence which has attracted a term of imprisonment, Daryl?
No, I've never been imprisonment.
Oh, well, so that's pretty much satisfied me that he's a genuine passport holder because she's given an accurate physical description, the sister, of his appearance, and she even had knowledge of the condition of his passport because she said that his passport got wet at a friend's place.
Get me on a plane and send me home. And I will see my friend when he comes to South Africa sometime.
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
The only thing now is that he's admitted that he's ticked no to criminal convictions on his passenger card. So I'll just question him about that and see what his convictions are. He did say that they were many years ago and he has no sentence of imprisonment.
Is he expecting you to meet with him?
Yeah, well, I'm sure he knows I'm not coming now. I'm sure he's phoned my mother and let her know that I'm stuck in immigration, so they'll know I'll be coming home.
Okay, well, we'll just have to wait until Paul comes back. He's got some other information that he wants to give you.
Now, if it turns out that his criminal convictions are not that serious, then there's every likelihood we'll clear him. He'll be allowed in.
You want some water?
At Sydney Airport, Daryl has dug his heels in.
Paul, he won't fill out that criminal declaration.
Okay, well, I better go and have a chat with him then.
Yeah, see if you can get something out of him, mate.
No worries. You know, I telephoned your sister. Yeah, and she verified everything regarding your physical appearance, the condition of your passport. Okay, so we're satisfied of your identity. That was the main reason that you were referred to us. Okay. Now the remaining issue is that you've ticked no to criminal conviction on the passenger card. What we need to do is assess what convictions that you have. So to the best of your recollection, it's very important that you write it down, okay? Now, if we're satisfied that the convictions don't enliven our Migration Act character provisions, okay, then we'll allow you in. See, if you refuse to provide any details, okay, then the inference is that maybe you're not writing it down because they're very serious criminal convictions.
No, yeah,
so,
okay.
But so what? All we ask you to do, we're not going to use it against you because you say that the convictions occurred many years ago. Okay.
Long time when I was young.
Okay. All right.
This is, as far as I can remember, this is everything.
Oh, thanks.
So it's I've changed.
I'm going to detain him for a frisk search. Okay.
In customs, no smoking gun, but is far from squeaky clean.
We have equipment here that gives us indications only. We don't have a full laboratory that lets us know exactly. So we've got coke, possibly in shampoo bottles, in suspension, possibly in a liquid, maybe even in the shampoo, in some form of cream.
And Morris suspects there's more.
I'm of the view that he may be concealing narcotics internally, and I'm getting the Australian Federal Police to take him off to hospital for an X-ray or an ultrasound. So we're waiting for the Australian Federal Police to interview and let us know what goes on from there.
The shampoo was forensically tested. No further traces of cocaine were found. But an internal examination revealed had swallowed 143 grams of heroin worth $381,000. Paul has confirmed that Daryl's offences were all minor, committed years ago. There's now just one question remaining.
Why did you tick no?
Because I was scared. I was just,
all right.
You know.
Well, it's
not a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
To tick.
What I'm inclined to do today is exercise my discretion and not cancel your visa. And it's on the basis that the convictions will allow you in.
Thank you.
Okay? But in the future, when you travel into Australia, you need to correctly tick the boxes. You can come out now.
Serious?
Yeah.
Not a good start to my vacation, is it?
The document that you presented is in an atrocious condition, and it certainly brings reason for us to question the credibility of it.
It's just in bad condition, which I understand
It's
now.
appalling.
Yeah.
And seriously,
My mother told me this before she left. She said, you can't have your passport looking like this. So I thought, you know, I'm sure it's going to be okay. She was right.
You should always believe your mother, I think.